this is Tara from healingcrystals.com.
Hi, this is Lourdes for healingcrystals.com.
Today we're going to talk to you about the energy of Gemini.
Which is interesting.
Gemini is interesting.
It is interesting.
Gemini is one of my favorite signs. I like Gemini.
Okay.
Gemini, I'm a Sagittarius, so Gemini is actually the opposite.
All
kind
right.
of the opposite. It's we have similarities, but we also have a lot of opposites because anyway. So Gemini is Gemini has a lot of duality involved with it. Gemini is an air sign. It's a masculine sign. Geminis are thinkers. They live in their heads, probably more so than any other sign.
Okay.
They're very quick-witted, though. They really think things through. And they're excellent at giving advice.
Oh.
Whether you want the advice or not. But that does not mean that you shouldn't listen to them, even if you don't want their advice, because they really do. They genuinely want to help, and they know a lot. So, some of the crystals that I like for Gemini, probably one of the best ones for them is an agate. Any form of an agate. I personally would suggest a black and a white agate because that will help balance them. But agate is a very earthy kind of a crystal, so it really helps balance all of that air, and it helps bring them down to earth so that all those thoughts and ideas that they have in their mind, they can bring it down and make practical use out of it. Obviously, some of the crystals that have like duality in them, like ametrine is another one that's wonderful
nice
for balancing Gemini energy. Also Dalmatian Jasper, leopard skin Jasper are also very, very nice for them. Blue lace agate is another agate that's very nice for them. It's very calming. And finally, I like chrysocolla because chrysocolla also, Gemini can turn like that. They really are. They're the Jekyll and Hyde of the zodiac sign. You never know who you're going to get with a Gemini, and I think a chrysocolla can really kind of help calm the Hyde tendencies and bring them together with or is it Jekyll that was the bad one? I forget which one is the bad one. No, I think it's Hyde that's the bad one.
Yeah. It's Dr. Jekyll, so
there you go. So that the chrysocolla can kind of calm their energy and help them make use of both of them to have a more positive influence.
Okay. Well, along the lines of grounding, I like hematite for Gemini. I find it brings that earth energy in. It helps pull them down from their head into the ground, which they often need to be.
And it also has a very positive influence, too, which is nice.
I also like aquamarines.
Okay.
Now,
So you want to throw some water on them.
Yes. I'm throwing water. You're right. Aquamarine, because it works the throat and the heart chakra, both. It helps them communicate in a more gentle and loving manner. Okay. So that the words are perceived much nicer, if you want to put it that way. They're more gently.
Geminis can be direct. Yes.
And last but not least, I like Chrysoprase. And I like this, and this one didn't want to stay down there.
No, it didn't.
Didn't want to stay with the group because it helps them releasing the stress and with depression, which,
it's true. Gemini can tend towards that. Part of it is that they have so many thoughts going on in their head, both positive and negative. That it can be, they do tend towards having having those kinds of tendencies where they can feel depressed and also kind of look at the negative side of things rather than seeing the positive. And I think that's an excellent crystal to help them see the more positive.
So those are the three I picked.
Exactly. And, remember, even if you're not a Gemini, you don't know a Gemini, it's just this time of year the Gemini energy is surrounding all of us, and it affects all of us. So these are crystals that are wonderful to use for everybody. If you're feeling a little off balance this time of year, try using a black and white agate, or try using maybe the aquamarine or the chrysoprase and see if that doesn't make things better. For healingcrystals.com, I'm Tara.
And I'm Lourdes.
Crystal blessings.
Bye.